You're listening to The Idiot's Catalog.
Hello, everyone.
Yes.
Welcome back to the Idiot's Catalog podcast. I'm your host, Leland Long.
I'm another host of the podcast. My name is Charlie Dawson, and today we have a guest on. And I'm
Different from other times?
different from every other episode. I'm so excited for this guy. Leland, get everyone at home, give it up for Matt Coghlan.
Hey, how are you?
You can't hear it, but they're all clapping.
They're all clapping.
Golf clap.
We'll
Yeah.
assume.
We usually don't clap for guests. Right?
That's the first.
Gotta
Thank
bring
you.
some new energy
Yeah.
tonight.
Just prepping for the live podcast we'll have maybe one day.
Yeah. Matt Coghlan, hello. Tell the people who you
Hello.
are.
I'm Matt Coghlan. That's most of it. For the most part, I'm just kind of a regular dude making his way, trying his best.
Okay.
Nice.
That's great.
Thank you.
Where are you from, Matt?
I'm from New Jersey. I'm from.
Oh, yeah, you are from New Jersey.
Yeah.
And how do we feel about that?
The jury's in.
Yeah, the jersey's in.
The
jury's in?
jersey is in.
And what is the jury's verdict?
Guilty.
Oh shit.
Guilty of being from a rad place.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, Matt.
Notably rad. Everyone's always going on about
Matt's
it.
a buddy of mine. We started comedy together in North Carolina, and now we're here in New York City, and we're really happy to have you on.
Good to be here. Thank you.
So this is well, before that,
Matt, the name of the podcast is The Idiot's Catalog. And sometimes we like to start by talking about a moment where we felt like an idiot. If you
Right.
don't have one, that's okay. Charlie, do you have one?
I do, but it's from when I was like 8.
That's okay.
All right, I was in Mexico, right? And a couple. All right, so I was in Mexico with my family.
All of them in Mexico?
Yeah, both in Mexico.
Okay.
So I was in Mexico with my family, and Heelys were in at the time. You guys remember Heelys?
I do.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I got here.
On the train, though. You were
Yeah.
riding the Heelys through the trains.
In Mexico, it's spelled with a J. Do you know that?
That's really funny.
Heelys.
I enjoyed that podcast co-host, Leland. So I was in Mexico and my family, we all just arrived. It was the only vacation we ever took, and it was bad, so we decided never to do a vacation again. And so we arrived, and I was heeling around the hotel lobby, and I went full speed. I was going to try to do a jump into the shop in the hotel, and I went full speed, and I hit a glass wall. And I hit the glass wall, and I fell down, and it hurt really bad.
Wow.
And then I'm pretty sure my siblings laughed at me, and that made me cry. And then my family was like, why did we do any of this?
Now, did you... A couple of questions.
Yeah, sure, I'm taking them.
First off, did you think that it was an open doorway that
Yeah,
you could
that'd be
go
weird
through?
if I thought it was a glass wall, and I was like, I'm going to run right into it.
I'm going to shatter through
I'm
this
gonna-
with my Healy power I got right now.
Little spikes on the end of them,
Yeah.
just ready to pop through.
Mad Max Heelys. That's my invention for this week.
There's a guy playing guitar on the front of him.
Just Heelys.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a glass wall there. I did not think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second question.
Sure.
Were you crying because of the pain or mainly because of the emotional pain of being laughed at?
Emotional. It didn't hurt all that bad. And then when my siblings started laughing, my brain registered, this is embarrassing. I didn't even think it was embarrassing at first. I was like, yeah, it happens. And then when they started laughing, I went, oh no, that was an embarrassing moment. And so that's why I started bawling.
Maybe that's a problem we can solve with an invention.
Yeah, let's save it for the end. What's that? Embarrassment?
So you get embarrassed with something.
Yeah.
What's an invention idea that could fix that so you're not as embarrassed?
Courage.
Heelys with brakes.
Heelys with brakes.
Yeah. Well, ideally, you just lean back even more, and then
It just becomes shoe.
it just becomes shoe. Yeah. 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 Heelys are like 95% shoe, 5% E. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Did I say that correctly?
Yeah, they're 95% shoe, 5% ecstasy that you can take into a club with you.
What a great way to smuggle drugs in the wheel of a Heely. No cop would ever see someone healing and be like, they do drugs.
No, not at all. Meanwhile, he's got 40 tabs of acid stuck in those things. Rolling his way into the club to...
Who does acid at a club, dude? That'd be a weird club drug.
Cops. Like, this must be where the kids are doing it.
Yeah. My other Mexico one was I was in an elevator. My whole family was getting off on one floor, and they're like, come on, Charlie, it's time to get off. And I went, no. And so I stayed on the elevator. And my family started freaking out. And then there was a couple on the elevator, like a...
What can I ask you, what age were you at this point?
I was the age when we got like 8, I think. Like 8
Okay.
years old, yeah.
Nice.
So I started freaking out.
So like an 8-year-old, you're like, you're not responsible enough to be alone on
No.
a different floor.
Not at all. And in my brain, I'm like, well, they're gone forever now. I'm
Yeah.
never gonna see my family again.
Yeah.
And there was a sweet couple, happened to be a man and a woman, and they were like, "Hey, let us help you." And I screamed, and I told my parents they tried to kidnap me. And my parents were like, "No, they tried to. Thank you very much for helping him. He's an idiot." And what a dummy! I thought they were trying to kidnap me.
No,
they're
they,
like-
they went home like, damn, we were so close.
Yeah.
We almost had that kid.
They're like, you're welcome, I guess. Next time, bring him with shorter pants.
Oh, God.
They really were creeps.
Man, those are great.
I was just an idiot that whole trip, and I tried to read for the first time, and I couldn't do it.
Well, the first time's the hardest time.
That's the hardest
Yeah.
time, right?
Yeah,
I
that's
tried
fair.
I tried to read a Harry Potter book, and I was like, I don't understand it. I
Picked
just
up
can't.
War and Peace, and you're like, this is too thick for my little 8-year-old brain.
I cracked open Don Quixote, and it just wasn't palatable.
Forget reading. I'll just have a podcast later.
Yeah.
I'm just going to shelf this.
Yeah, shelf it. Hey.
I don't have one for this week.
I know you were smart this week.
I was real smart
Very
all week.
smart. That's okay.
And-
I got.
That's my idiot moment, is not coming up with an idiot moment for the podcast.
Yeah.
Matt, do you have any moments? It's
Um,
okay if you don't.
I have two that came to mind also from childhood.
Sure.
Charlie's kind of spurred my childhood back.
Uh-oh.
When I was real little, yeah. If you rewind this, I was just crying the whole time he was
He's just
talking.
staring head first, like straight forward.
1,000-yard stare.
Yeah, just kept saying Uncle Greg over and over again. No, I don't have an Uncle Greg.
But if you did.
Yeah, it wasn't him.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I don't know why I tried to sharpen my finger.
Ooh.
And one of the twisty ones too. It
Oh.
wasn't even automatic. I had to like do it manual.
Jesus, what happened?
It bled.
Oh.
And then like
And you wrote with the blood? And you're like, it
Yeah.
worked.
Yeah.
yeah, I wrote like red rum all over the walls after that.
He's like, I got 3/4 of the way done and realized I should stop.
So yeah, that was a
old
good
were
sign.
you?
I was
16?
like real little. That's like an early memory.
Really? Okay.
Like I was like
Really young.
4 or like 5.
Oh.
So I guess I was an idiot. You know,
Yeah.
that's a good age to be an idiot. But
yeah, everyone's an idiot at that age.
Did you think that it was going to like sharpen to a point
I
like
thought
a pencil?
sharper. Yeah, the goal was sharper. You know, like I was like, okay, all right, so this is my finger. I know
You're
what
just
these
bleeding
do.
there.
Yeah.
in an emergency room. It's like, why?
Yeah.
The goal was sharper. That was
Yeah.
the aim was to
Yeah.
get sharper.
That'd be funny if every time you visited the emergency room, they asked you what your goal was.
What were you trying to do? Let's see if we have any sympathy here.
Yeah.
Was it like your grandma told you one day? It's like, you're looking sharp, kid. And you're like, oh, you have no
Really?
idea how sharp I can get,
I
Nana.
can get sharper.
It's like that quote, you have no idea how high I can fly. You have no idea how sharp I can get.
Yeah, I can be so sharp.
What's the other one?
So the other one,
Tell us about it.
my dad took me snowboarding, and I had been practicing. You know, I like went for classes and shit.
Yeah,
And then
brag.
yeah,
Yeah, you have a dad?
yeah, I have a dad, and I went snowboarding once. But
This guy.
no, I wasn't very good because I was afraid of the lift when I went, and my dad
Not
was
sharp
like,
enough.
no, it was too sharp.
I was afraid of the lift. So that's like if I were in Britain, they call elevators lifts.
Yeah.
So let's try that one again. I was afraid of the lift to Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Sounds like you weren't.
Do I
Sounds
have
like
to-
you wanted to ride it more.
I don't know what to call my lift now, but
Ski lift?
Yeah, ski
yeah,
lift.
ski lifts.
Yeah. What
In
does
it-
Katie call an elevator?
Uh,
Sorry, I'm getting off track.
No, it's okay. This sounds important.
Oh, it's not.
It's a good aside.
An up and down jumbly Jew.
She's from Mars.
Yeah.
I don't know her, but
Oh, it's his girlfriend.
gotcha.
You guys still dating?
Past guest.
Yeah.
Current girlfriend.
All right, so you're
That's how it starts.
you're scared of the lift.
And so my dad was like, all right, when we get to this rampart here, that's when we use that to slide down safely. but I was afraid of that too. Like I was like, oh no, if I slide down, I might fall sliding down.
Yeah.
And so my dad got off, and the kind of like your story, this is what reminded me. I stayed on.
Oh.
And so now it was just so much worse. My dad was like, you're gonna go down. Like you have to just jump down. He was like, you're not that high, just jump down, or else you'll get kidnapped at the bottom. And so I jumped off and I cried, and it was so much worse than the ramp would have been.
Oh yeah.
Brutal.
Can I tell one more? Because I remember
Yeah.
this one.
Go for it.
This is adult Matt. This one's closer to the pencil sharpener
I
thing.
love it. It's like I tried to sharpen my penis.
And it worked. No, in October 2021, I swallowed the can of the tab of a beer can.
Oh.
Yeah.
How?
I was watching improv,
All right.
Right?
Rough start.
and I
You're like,
laughed.
how's this for a suggestion?
Choked and died. They were like, "Great, let's do it." No, but I laughed at the improv. Good for them. And I swallowed. I forgot that I'm an anxious picker with the tabs,
Yeah.
and I had forgotten that I had dropped one in. It was like one sip, so I was like, "Oh, whatever, it'll be fine." Sipped, swallowed, one fell swoop,
Oh.
and I had to go to the ER.
You did?
Well, because I called them, and I asked the nurse, and I was like, "Do I have to go to the ER?" And they were like, "Well, I can't tell you no now that you've called. That there's metal inside you that might be jagged."
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what they do in the ER?
First they laughed at me, like the.
Did they really?
Yeah, the person at the front desk was like, I was like, this probably happens a lot though, and she was like, actually, this has never happened before. She said one time someone put razors into potato salad to make it easier to eat the razors, but never anything like this.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Why
apparently that was less notable than what I did.
Were they
Hey
trying to?
man, if you're living a life where your favorite food is potato salad,
Yeah.
you're gonna want to swallow some razors and end it.
That is weird. I was like, how do I get this down? Yeah.
My one greatest love is potato salad.
Yeah. What is potato salad? It's like mayo, right?
Yeah, it's like mayo and potatoes. It's all right.
This is such an aptly named podcast. What's potato salad? Huh? Can we pause to look that up?
Yeah. That's great. How
Yeah.
about this for an invention? Because I also hate that when the little tab goes into the can
Yeah.
of soda or whatever. So what about a little net that you can put over the
Yeah.
tab? Because then you can still drink the
Can still
liquid
drink.
through, but nothing falls into it. You
No
know?
bugs.
Yeah, no bugs. There's always bugs getting in my brewskis. You know what I mean, fellas?
Hate to be the bug in your brewski, bro, but
Keep trying to crack open a cold one. Next thing I know, there's a mosquito in there.
What a bro poet line. There's always bugs in my brewskis by Charlie Dawson.
I'm wearing like an NFL jersey but a scarf on top.
Yeah.
Or a college jersey. Or a hockey jersey. Anyways, what was your invention?
That was it. Just a little net
Oh, I like it.
to keep.
do you want a second part to the net, like it had Wi-Fi or something?
it's Bluetooth compatible.
Yeah. I got some fun ones today.
All right.
What do I do with these, Leland?
Do you want to start with the guest, or do you want to just
Oh.
jump on in?
Pardon me. Yeah. We start with a guest. Sorry,
So-
my brain is crazy today.
The meat of this podcast, Matt,
Right.
is inventions.
Yeah, the
Good.
All
potato
about-
salad of this
It's
podcast.
all about inventions.
Cool.
Do you have any ideas you would like to share with us?
Um,
It's okay if you don't.
So I found out I'd be here like 4 hours ago.
Yeah.
But I would like to share. I had a couple ideas in that time.
And thank you for coming.
Of course, good to be
Yeah,
here.
absolutely.
It was good news. I was doing nothing today. I did some
Nice.
laundry. I was sitting around.
Where are you doing laundry these days?
My basement.
That's great.
Yeah,
He's
thank
like,
you
so
for
I
asking.
have 5 laundry-based inventions.
Faster laundry.
Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
it hotter inside.
Yeah, hit us with some.
Okay, I don't have a lot. They're not good.
They're gonna be good.
So my favorite one is a car horn that just yells, "I'm upset with reality."
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's all I hear.
Sure, you could have it yell other things too, like your complaint for that day.
Yeah.
You know, you could be like, my wife's mad at me, or I have a small penis.
Right.
Whatever
Yeah.
your daily complaint is.
I do like the idea of more specific car horns. Because
Yeah.
I feel like it's one sound that could convey multiple things.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm here. It's like,
Yeah.
that's what it's meant for.
Right. Please
Yeah.
don't
But
hurt me.
But it's also used as like, fuck you.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
like, you should be ashamed for
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, there could be like some nice ones too, like, hey, the light's green, because
Yeah.
that people think you're an asshole, but sometimes you're really just trying to remind people, hey, the light's green.
Or like, hey, thanks for letting me in.
yeah, yes,
You know?
oh,
Yeah,
that'd be
There
great.
should be nice ones for sure.
You know how many car crashes would be caused by you trying to scroll through the horn you want to pick?
Yeah, you'd have to pick like 5, and there'd be 5 buttons on the wheel. That you're
Yeah.
like, okay.
Officer, I was looking
Yeah.
for humble.
I was looking for thank you for being a police officer.
Please, I have to poop.
Yeah.
Please, I have to poop. Please, I have to poop.
Imagine that one in like a busy, like a crowded street in New York. It's
Yeah.
just like people just staring at him like, oh, he really does have to poop.
Yeah, he's got to poop.
Yeah. I love that invention.
Thank you. I'm
That one
working
is
on
great.
it.
Yeah.
Now, what's one of our questions? How long before it fails? Yes. How long
Oh,
before
yeah.
that
My
fails?
invention?
Yeah.
The one where so are we extending the invention to just like various car horns? Or,
Yeah,
like,
Yeah,
sure.
Because
I
I,
would
mean,
say-
mine would fail very quickly. Just it's saying I'm upset with reality. And, like,
Upset with reality.
It's the truest car horn because really,
Yeah.
it's never the car in front of them. It's.
No.
You get pulled over by a therapist.
And why
I
don't you
heard
tell me
the
more
horn.
about that?
I heard the horn.
Are you aware how self-conscious you were driving back there? So I'm gonna say not that long in its current state.
Do you know why I pulled you over today? My dad never loved me.
I can control my speed.
You lay your seat back, put a pillow behind you. That's a great invention, Matt.
Thank you for saying that
I love
again.
that. Wow, fire start.
License, registration, and proof of friendship, please.
That's great.
Oh, man. All right, Charlie.
Oh, who, me?
Yeah, you got an invention?
Oh, I got a spicy one.
Hey,
Yeah. What's up, Leland? What's up?
why don't you give it to a caveman so they can reinvent the wheel with it? Is it a wheel? I hope it is.
No, but it's just as good. So you guys know thirst.
Oh yeah.
You're always thirsty. Usually at night. You know that night water? It hits different.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm talking
Oh, yeah.
about?
You go out to the club and see all the fine honeys, and you're like, I'm thirsty.
I'm thirsty for that night water.
Night
Then
water.
you go
Right.
home and drink water.
Exactly, and it hits different because you're home. So I'm so goddamn sick of having to get out of bed for my night water, and my mattress is a little uncomfortable. So what I'm thinking is a water bed, but there's a little straw that goes down into it, so you can sip your water.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like a legit water bed, and then a straw coming out of it.
That's so fun because, like, as your thirst goes down, your comfort also decreases. You know? The bed gets less comfortable.
The more quenched you are, the less comfortable you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you kind of have to play that balance in your head of like how thirsty am I versus how much comfort do I want.
Ooh, I got one too. What if you're hungry and you want a mashed potatoes bed?
There could be different compartments in the bed with
Yeah.
different straws.
You just open it up and it's like you spoon mashed potatoes in your mouth and then close it.
You'd have to replace it like every day, or else it's just nasty. Though.
Yeah.
That's expensive.
Yeah, very expensive. Oh, and if you wanted to hold a dog at night, you could have a dog compartment for like you could open this little dog in there.
And he has to doggy paddle the whole time. Oh man, that's great.
Not a
Yeah.
great deal for the dog.
No, but they don't know much.
That's true. They don't know the laws.
They don't know the laws.
I am so tired today. I accidentally filled my waterbed with sparkling water, and
Oh.
the bubbles have been keeping me up all night.
Dude, you could fill it with like boiling water for tea in the winter.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
Dude, wouldn't this be incredible?
What if there's a side on the, not to hijack your idea.
No, then Matt, do the podcast with us.
But what if like there's a side that's not water you drink, and if you don't want to get up to pee, you can pee in that side of the waterbed.
Oh my god, I love it.
That
Are
would
you
be good,
kidding
yeah.
me? Everything is at your bed. That's what I want. Everything.
All
I
the
need
liquids.
at my bed. The liquids and the vessels for the used liquids.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
it's like a Tempur-Pedic waterbed.
Just kidding. You get a
Yeah.
new one delivered every week.
Yeah, they'd get nasty. They would get really gross.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, can you wrap up your bed when you throw it out? Not for bed bugs, but just because it's filled with urine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude, draining that? Ew. What
Yeah.
a nightmare.
I
Not
wonder
good
how
for the
often
city.
you are supposed to replace the water in your waterbed.
I think every 10 years.
Every 10 years?
Yeah.
Are you just making that number up? or-
100%.
What
Yeah.
about a waterbed that's also like a fish tank?
Ooh.
Dude, yes, like a clear
Yeah.
Waterbed. Oh, what if you like smushed one of the fishes?
Then you would sleep comfy that night, baby.
Just one of the fishes.
Yeah. I love that. Oh, that's so cool. There could be a little shrimp in there.
This should be called a really smart guys catalog.
Oh, Matt.
These ideas
you're-
are these
You're
ideas are
already
solid.
on the podcast. You don't need to flatter us except at the end, maybe.
So yeah, that's my invention. It's called a waterbed.
Could
I
you
like
also
it.
fill it with chocolate milk?
No, Leland, you couldn't.
All right.
We've reached the limit of things it can do.
It's like
Yeah.
Dave. We all came here today because we need to talk to you. We know you're an alcoholic. You filled your waterbed with bourbon.
And the other side has dark piss.
Yeah, real dark piss.
The pillow's full of like cocaine.
Yeah.
Well,
That sounds like a very uncomfortable pillow, honestly. Just dirt.
Yeah, very expensive though.
Yep. Okay.
Hey Leland, do you have an invention?
I sure do.
Could you spend 6 months knitting it for me and then put it in my stocking for Christmas?
Absolutely.
Thanks, pal.
So this is a shout out to my dad.
Who?
He sent me an invention from an Instagram post.
Gary?
Gary, yep.
Is that his name?
No. It's Jim.
Your dad's name is Jim. What a dad name.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
So it was the picture he sent me was a guy that was like a hunter in the woods and he was trying to poop. But to do it, he like strapped a band around a tree so you can just like lean back into the poop and the tree supports you.
Whoa.
So you strap it around your waist and the tree so you can just kind of like lean back and poop. So you don't have to squat and you don't have to sit down.
Wow.
is it wrapped around
Wrapped around
like
your
a
waist.
seat that's just gravity seat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sort of
Okay.
like
Sounds almost like a sex swing, but for a really nasty thing. Well,
Yeah.
maybe for some people, a sex swing.
Well, my take on this
Yeah.
was my invention was to invent a poop swing,
Oh.
which is just basically
Oh,
like
no.
a swing that's a toilet seat,
Uh-huh.
and physics helps swing the poop out of you. If you're having some issues,
Yeah, sure. Wow.
Huh.
you'll need a big catch underneath.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't stay. The seat doesn't catch it.
No,
it
it's-
flings out.
It's literally just a toilet seat. You sit on the
Wow.
seat bare-assed, and then the inertia pulls the poop out of you
Oh
as you're
my
swinging.
God. You'd ruin lives with this thing. You
Well, yeah, you do it over weddings.
Doo-doo.
That's-
Yeah. Imagine if you had diarrhea.
Oh, then you wouldn't be swinging for that long.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's more of an invention for the constipated.
That's
than
what
the,
I was
than the
thinking, yeah.
diuretic,
Yeah.
if that's a word.
I think it is.
Oh, sorry, I'm diuretic. I have to go home.
This is my service dog. I'm diuretic.
I have type 2 diabetes.
Dog wasn't always brown.
Wow, a poop
Yeah.
swing.
A
Poop swing.
Oi, is it child friendly?
We have potty training ones.
That's how you train your kid.
You just have to be careful because you do have to like pump your legs to do the swing part of it.
Mhm.
And if you're on the back end of the pump as the poop comes out, you might poop on your ankles. You know.
So there's a downside.
There is there is one downside.
Oh, man.
That's amazing. How much would you? Wait, is this for outdoors or indoors?
Depends on how big of an indoors you got.
I mean, because this room right here, even if you had a trough.
Yeah, it'd have to be a it would be like a water slide that the poop would go down.
Oh no, and that's even more child friendly.
Yeah.
You gotta have one of those indoor trees.
Yeah.
That's the best part because then the poop comes out and hits the ground and it goes whee as it goes down the water slide.
It yells summer vacation.
Vacation.
I love that invention. I hate that I love it, but I love it. I want to do it. I want to try
Yeah,
it.
it would be fun, right?
How freeing to just let your shit fly. Oh, I mean, I usually take mine and throw it around just to let it air out, but imagine like skipping that step of it.
Yeah.
Do you guys do that?
Save you a lot of time,
Yeah, right.
for sure.
What would you sell it for?
A hug and a kiss.
Stay away from me.
To me personally. You constipated, looking to get your poop out your bum?
Someone's like, oh, okay, just hug me. Come on.
This thing is like the opposite of a bidet.
Yeah.
It really is.
How do
Yeah.
you wipe? How do you wipe after?
There's a whole nother swing for that.
Someone on the other tree flings it at your ass.
Yeah.
It's like a Cirque du Soleil.
It's a swing that has less of a seat, and your butt hangs more open, and then you just swing as you wipe on paper.
You know, in the new DC universe, one of these killed Robin's parents.
Yeah.
That's how they died.
Oh man.
That's great, Leland. I
Yeah.
love it.
And sometimes someone needs to push you, so that's another downside too.
Well, if you're training your kids on it, you got to push them. You got to spend quality time with your kids.
And you got to watch out for the backswing on that one.
Yeah.
Because if they're coming back and you're in the pushing range.
Well, or the front, or the side if it's a bad day.
Yeah.
You know.
You ever have one of those sideways poops?
Oh shit.
So that's what I got.
That's a good one.
That's great.
No notes.
Hey Leland, what should Matt do with his next invention?
Matt,
Hey.
I want you to take your invention and fucking shove it. Let
Is
me
this-
hear it.
Is this a segment? Is this one of those segments of the podcast?
No, we just always try and come up with a weird way to say, tell me your invention.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because I don't want you to tell it to me. I want you to put it in a folder and file it away for life.
Yeah.
Got you. I should have read the context clues and just said one of my inventions.
No, questions are
Well, I
great.
did tell you to shove it. So
You did,
yeah.
Yeah, he feels bad. You verbally assaulted him.
Yeah, I'm hurt.
Nice watch.
Thanks, dude.
It's a fossil. So this
You're a
one's kind of
fossil.
like the last one. It's an automatic hand dryer that tells you to fuck off.
Oh. When you're like
I think you need the therapy horn, Matt.
when you're like done drying, because I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of us are.
Disappointed?
No, we spend too much time at the hand dryer.
Yeah,
You know, and waste energy.
if you bother.
If you even wash your hands.
Yeah.
Well, that's a different problem we need to solve.
Charlie's invention is being gross. Saves
And
you
I
time.
perfected it.
But yeah, if there's
What?
like a line of people waiting behind you, and you keep clicking the button for the hand dryer to go over and over because you want
Yeah.
your hands to be like perfectly dry, like bone desert dry.
Yeah, or dry at all, you know?
And you get to the like halfway through the second one, and it's just like, fuck off, get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it's for.
That's what
Well,
I think it's
like
for.
Another angle is like it's being honest. You know, it's like we didn't want to buy paper towels, you know, so just fuck you.
Oh,
all right?
okay. It's a
Like,
petty
just
hand
fuck,
dryer.
it just doesn't care that it's not doing, you know, like it doesn't give a shit.
It says like backwards compliments to you.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, another serving. Okay. I love how you just wear anything.
It only goes just enough to not dry your hands.
Yeah.
You know, where like the fingertips are still wet. 'Cause
It's
It's all
It senses when there's just a little bit of water and then it stops.
yeah, and it's a fuck off.
you got pants, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm going on lunch. I'm not doing this shit anymore.
Go do
That's
jazz
fine.
hands, you prick. Get out of my bathroom.
Can we get a positive hair dryer, like hand dryer for like positive affirmations?
They
Oh,
shoot
yeah.
out a paper towel when they say I love you. Have a nice day.
That's
Stay
like a
dry.
hand dryer is coming. It shoots out a paper towel and says I love you.
Oh, I don't want.
Oh, I'm
if I
gonna
want
be
that.
useful.
Just a hand dryer that's like, I love you so much. Ah.
I'm gonna air.
I'm gonna air.
That's great.
Man,
Wow.
how about this? Because people always talk about how hand dryers are like, they don't want to use them because it's just blowing poop air around.
Also true.
And so to like add that effect to the paper towels, what if we had a company that made paper towels but had men fart on them before we sent them out, so you could get the same effect if you're looking for that with paper towels?
I like that my hands are dry, but I missed the poop particles. They were fighting off COVID for me.
just picture an assembly line with a full roll of paper towels going out on a conveyor belt, and then men just bare
Shoveling
ass.
beads into their mouth.
I like that you signal out that it's men doing this.
Yeah,
Like,
it
it's
has
gonna
to be
be
men.
men in
Oh,
line.
we
Yeah.
could have some fun ones with women.
If it were
and-
women farting, people would pay 10 grand for them.
yeah, we don't want to make them too expensive.
No. I love the assembly line. Just men just squatting over an assembly line.
Well, no,
Oy.
they'd be using poop swings.
We're gonna tie every invention tonight together.
Yeah.
What a nightmare factory that is. Just men swinging and shitting and paper towels flying everywhere.
Oh, the union is crazy.
They fought for good health care. They needed it.
I like how, it's definitely a union.
We get 7 holidays a year.
Oh my god, I love it. What a fun episode.
Yeah.
Wow.
Charlie,
my
you got
turn?
another invention?
Yeah, I got another one. This one, I have one that's
Hey,
my...
hold on.
Yeah, what's
Before
up, my
you tell
friend?
me that
Wait,
invention,
you're
let
my
me
friend
ask for
Leland.
it.
What's up?
Could you put that invention and another invention of a different sex into a big ark, and I'll flood the earth and then have them be the only inventions left? Give it to me, Noah.
Alright, so I have 2 inventions. One of them is the most boring one I've ever had. I've done this for over a year, and it's the worst, most boring one I've ever had. The other
Great.
one's hear me out. The other one's the most convoluted one I've ever had. The most interesting, convoluted one.
Which sounds not boring.
Yeah, no, not boring. I think it's an interesting thought. So
Do the interesting one first, and then the other one never.
okay. I like the other one. That was useful.
Do the other one.
All right.
We'll riff on it. We'll have fun with it.
All right. You guys know Ziploc bags or plastic bags?
Is this the
Yeah.
boring one or the interesting one?
We'll decide.
Yeah, you guys decide. All right, a Ziploc bag that's cold, so you don't have to have a lunchbox with ice in it.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Does it
'Cause
stay cold? Like
it
without...
stays cold.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know how, but it's it's a normal thin bag. You put a sandwich in, it stays cold throughout the day. I packed a lunch day for the first time since fucking elementary school, and it was
How cold? Why do you want your sandwich to be cold? Is it an ice
What?
cream sandwich?
No. Wait a minute. Do you eat warm sandwiches?
No, but room temperature is fine for
Oh
my
yeah,
sandwich.
I love some room temperature turkey. That's my favorite. Is some room temperature turkey and cheese. And
God, you must be
during
a
my day.
fucking asshole at Thanksgiving dinner.
What would you do if the apocalypse came and you're like, is this warm?
I'm sorry, can I freeze some of this turkey before I eat it, please? I'm afraid it's got diseases.
I like a cold sandwich. Sue me. Or how about an apple? What if you cut up an apple? I don't want a warm apple. I like cold food, Leland. Okay?
Okay.
That's appropriate. If you're listening, write in and tell him he's wrong because...
Please, someone write in.
God damn. I like cold food.
Okay.
I don't want to bring a lunchbox to work. I'm not a fucking nerd.
What about just a scoop of ice cream in a bag? That's your lunch.
Are you saying with this invention that's possible? Or
Yes, I'm trying to put it into something that would be useful for me. You could have like
I like your is an ice cream sandwich. That was very fun.
thanks, pal. You could have like 2 bags,
Uh-huh.
an inner and an
I
outer,
hate it already.
and then in between is some kind of like
That's just an ice pack. You're just describing an ice pack. I don't want that.
no, because an ice pack you can't open and put something into.
So what are we putting into?
There's 2 bags.
Sorry, let me take a breath. I'm coming at you with anger.
You really are. And it's
I was just like
I
wondering
feel
if
like
this-
you have the same attitude of when we asked why you like cold turkey sandwiches.
There was a clear shift in your character
Yeah.
right when that happened.
Sorry.
You know how people
bad.
quit things cold turkey? It's not good. It's not fun.
Oh, is that why?
I don't know. I'm just making that up.
That's worth a Google after this.
Yeah.
So 2 bags.
Sure.
An inner bag and an outer bag.
Okay.
The inner bag
You're
is
an
what you
inner
put
bag.
stuff into. I know, and I love it. The inner bag is what you put stuff into.
Okay.
Like your sandwich, you want to keep cold.
Yeah.
Just cold bread, though. Is like
I
what's
like
wrong
cold
with me
bread.
So the outer sandwich.
I'm so mad right now. I've never been angrier right now.
The outer bag is what keeps the like cold particles or whatever inside. You know?
Cold particles, nice.
I mean, this is your fucking invention. I'm just trying to make sense of it.
Do you guys want me to leave so you can sort this out?
No, this is great.
Yeah.
It's good to have a witness.
No, I like that. 2 bags.
And then it's not a thick amount of.
No, they're still thin bags, but in
Yeah.
between is where the particles are kept.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love that.
Sort of like that's what those
And then you can replace the inner bag every night because it gets nasty it gets a little messy with the sandwich. Keep
Sure.
the outer bag.
That's like those water bottles that keep water cold for a really long time. That's the same
Yeah.
principle. It's like an inner bottle and an outer bottle.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, and there's cold turkey in the middle.
There's cold turkey in the middle.
Keeping it chilly.
Yeah. That's great though.
No, thanks.
Would it be cold to hold?
What do you mean? No. Well, yes.
So we'd need a third bag.
Yes, a 3-bag mechanism.
3-bag mechanism.
That'd be perfect. I love it. I want.
Sounds like we're getting to a lunchbox at this point.
These sound illegal in New York.
I just want cold lunch, dude. You know what it was? Is I was scared that my food was gonna go bad throughout the day. That's what it really was.
Mm.
I don't think it would though.
No,
Right?
probably not. If you left it till the next day.
Yeah, no.
Probably.
It was like 4 hours.
But yeah, it's usually pretty good.
Okay,
after
let
that.
me hit you with more examples. Tomato and lettuce.
Tomato and lettuce.
You want cold lettuce and tomato?
I'm fine with room temperature.
Really?
Yeah. Because it also
Jesus
doesn't get that
Christ, Leland.
warm.
How bad have things gotten here?
It doesn't get that warm during
Nah,
the day.
you're right.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm not backpacking through the Sahara with tomatoes and lettuce.
Hey,
It's November.
Yeah.
Late
Yeah.
November.
You don't know what I do for work, friend.
I guess I don't.
I work in a kiln.
Yeah.
I'm a pizza oven repairman, and it's still going as I'm fixing it.
I am the pizza.
All right, that was the boring invention. Not
All
too
right.
bad.
Thank
right?
God.
Not too bad. Yeah, I think that gave us a fun little back and forth.
Now
Yeah.
for the one that's convoluted in comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't I do one of mine, and then
Hey,
we'll
Leland.
do that later.
Can you take that invention, scrape the plaque off it, slap it in the ass, and give me a smile? Does your dentist slap you on the ass?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I feel like this is a first for us. This is a mad scientist invention.
What's that?
Something that's like going against God.
Like Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah. So you know how there's those fish that you can get that clean the fish tank?
Yeah.
They like suck on the side of it and clean it and whatnot.
Yeah,
I want that, but like a live mammal for your apartment.
yeah.
So some kind of animal that'll just suck on the carpets in the
Yeah,
walls
sure.
and clean everything. Like a cat or a dog that just slurps up all the stuff
Oh,
you've dropped on the
God.
floor.
And you have to like talk to them?
What? Why
Like,
would
you
you
invite
even-
people over. Don't mind the cleaner. That's Frank.
Yeah.
It's not a man.
Oh, it's not a man?
No, it's an animal. It's a pet.
Oh, ew.
Now I don't like it.
Even worse. Yeah, I thought it was a guy.
No, it's a pet. Basically, like the version of that sucker fish,
Oh.
but in.
So what does it look like though? What kind of animal?
Picture a cat's body
Okay.
with the suckerfish head and the suckerfish mouth, and it's just like
Dude.
constantly stuck to the floor, suckering up the floor.
So it's not just can it be walls and ceiling too?
oh yeah,
Imagine waking up one night and looking up and it's just a cat.
but his mouth is suction and his
Arms are
hands and arms
dangling.
are not, so it's just dangling down.
You must have liked the Flintstones a lot when you were a kid.
Oh yeah,
It's like, oh man, if I could have all of those living in my house.
Yeah,
Wow. How long does it live?
as long as you got dirt in the floor, baby.
Is it carpet too or just hardwood?
Carpet, hardwood, marble.
Oh.
Do you love it when you? Do you
Yeah,
love these when
that's
when you have
Good
them?
question.
Do you love it?
Do you love it? Yeah, like you share a space. You know, you're in the kitchen. It's in the kitchen.
I guess so, but you love it less than your other pets.
There's other.
You know, because you love the suckerfish, but not as much as your other fish.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
more utility. It's a utility fish.
Right. You don't want to get attached to something that like you're. You know, it's like you're its boss. You know.
Yeah. So I want like a utility cat.
Man, I like how you
does-
say it's like you're its boss, but pets, it's like we're their gods.
Yeah.
You know?
But we don't
Yeah.
make them do anything.
That's true.
This is like there's a
There's
morality
labor.
issue here because I don't imagine there's suckerfish dollars you're giving this thing, you know. So like, is it just at your behest at all
I
times?
give it dollars, but it's made out of lint. Throw it on the floor and it comes in.
Oh, it loves doing this. it's its favorite thing. It sought me out.
it buzzed me.
Do you have any work? I mostly suck.
Buddy, I just put in a new shit swing in my apartment. I got a bunch of diarrhea all over the floor and walls, baby.
It's like, all right, I'll get to work, but first let me eat my icy cold sandwich.
What do you call this invention?
Yeah. What would you call this invention, Leland?
I call it Meowver.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's like Hoover and Meow mixed. Meowver.
Me-over. You won me over.
Wow.
That's our slogan.
You won me over.
Have a good night, everybody.
What do you mean it's a cat that sucks on the floors? I have to see this. Frank, you won me over. That's our cartoon. That's our advertisement.
How does it, when it poops...
Oh boy.
So, because it doesn't eat regular food, right?
It poops out coins.
Okay. Why? Like when you return a shopping cart at a grocery store?
No, I guess it just it poops in a litter box like a regular cat,
Okay.
and its
And then
poop
it-
is just god awful because it's everything that it's collected from your floor. You have to. It has to be an incinerator litter box, which is my next invention.
So this sounds less like an invention and more like something humanity is gonna do.
Yeah.
like breeding. This is gonna require breeding, and it's gonna be weird.
Yeah, that's why I
It's
said
gonna
it's
be
like
weird.
our first mad scientist.
Yeah. All right. I
Invention.
forgot that this was supposed to be dystopian. This
Yeah,
one.
yeah. It's not something that you can like get a patent for. You
Yeah.
have to like put it out in the world and hope the villagers don't chase it with pitchforks. You know?
Yeah. The first 100 versions would die in their sleep in the first like 2 days.
Oh, there's like 50 of these in tanks that are just floating in green liquid
With the
that-
tubes connected.
Yeah.
Someone like coding.
Yeah.
We've been showing fish porn to cats for months. We're hoping we have some progress soon.
Leland, that was a great invention.
Thanks, buddy.
Matt,
Do you have any
do you have any
more?
more?
I got another one. Maybe it's up to you guys.
Yeah.
The biggest kickball.
The biggest kickball.
Okay.
Yeah, this one's the
Interesting.
biggest one.
Okay.
How big are we talking
Yeah.
here? Like,
I don't know.
are we talking like wrecking ball size?
As big as it has to be for me to win. You know,
As
like
big as
this,
it has to
Wait,
be.
This
how
is
did
gonna
that-
be the
how'd that
biggest
help you
one.
win?
well, because my goal here is a kickball that is second to none in
So
size.
are you on the pitching team or the receiving team for this kickball?
I'm the inventor of the kickball.
Okay. Because I could see if you're pitching it,
Yeah, bigger the better.
if it's so big you can't kick it, then by default you win.
Lot of outs at
Also,
first.
what if it's so big you can't pitch it? Then by default, kicker wins.
Yeah.
Kicker can just run up.
There's like a gray area of like big
Yeah.
enough to pitch,
Yeah.
not big enough to kick.
Yeah, it has
Yeah.
to build enough momentum to become unkickable.
Right, and this all depends on how big the second biggest kickball is, because I don't want to go too much over.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. You want to be polite.
Yeah, plus just, America needs to be ready for these things.
Yeah.
And the rest of the world, of course.
The biggest kickball. Huh.
Biggest one.
Could you also play dodgeball with it?
Probably not. I mean, what's the biggest dodgeball? It's probably
You need a team of like 3 guys to throw it. It's like, you are not going to catch this and keep yourself in.
I think Vince Vaughn's gonna die.
Huh.
So this one's a stinker, huh?
No, it's
No,
all right.
I like
That's
it.
fun.
I'm dying on that one.
No, man.
You don't have to pretend to
come
like the
on.
big kickball idea if you don't like the big
All
kickball
right,
idea.
you said so.
Yeah, okay. So can I do my convoluted one?
Yeah, please, Charlie.
Hey, Leland.
I want you to snap into a Slim Jim.
Mm.
And then once you do that, you'll have enough energy to tell me about your invention. Please.
So mine's similar to your last one. It's kind of a mad scientist. How are we on time?
I'm going to go check.
All
Just
right.
tell me about your invention.
Mine's like a mad scientist type of invention. Okay, here's the thing. Time fears no man. You know what I mean? Time keeps going no matter what. There have been civilizations that have happened.
Time fears no man? Is that what you just said?
Speaking of, how we doing?
Also,
good.
civilizations
Alright.
happened.
Civilizations happen and then aren't around anymore. And time just kept going. You can't stop time. You can't reverse. Did you just fart?
No.
Oh, I thought I heard a fart. You can't stop time. You can't reverse time. No one has mastered time yet. Right?
Okay.
So,
if your invention is a fucking time machine,
it's not a
I'm gonna
time
be so
machine.
upset.
It's not. It's cooler than that.
It's also a hot tub.
No, it's okay. I don't want to go back in time, and I don't want to pause time. I want no more time. I want no time.
Jesus.
No structure.
Sounds like you need the therapy horn.
No, hear me out. There is no time. There's no 2 o'clock. There's no clocks anymore. There's no meetings. Everything just happens kind of when it does.
Now, okay.
This is more of a removal of an institution as an invention.
This is more like
denial.
this is more like a state policy.
No, it's a world policy.
A world
no
policy.
No time.
I just want to die.
There's no
still
days, no months, no years.
there's still gonna be like winter.
No,
and,
that's
and
just when
night.
that's just when it's cold and when it's dark. There's not
Okay.
labels anymore.
You can see the sun, the moon.
Good. I hope you can.
Yeah, that makes okay.
We all starve because we don't know when to farm crops anymore.
No, just plant them when it feels right, and then when it's time to pick them, pick them. See what I mean?
Okay,
it can
but
be that simple.
Let's say you have a work meeting.
No, already wrong.
Okay, so let's say you want to know when to meet up with somebody. Like,
There's no when.
So you
Sorry,
just whenever
keep
you happen
going.
to bump into somebody, is that's when you see the people you see?
That's when you're supposed
3
to see
people
them.
at work
want a
get
date, you
together, and they're like, "We all felt that this was the time for the meeting. This is insane.
Exactly.
We're gonna be so productive today."
Every moment would be a God moment because it was exactly when it was supposed to happen at that time.
When would Arby's close, or would they just always be open?
Whenever they felt it's time to close Arby's now, let's close Arby's.
Hey, nobody's at
Chick-fil-A
Arby's.
still somehow doesn't open on Sundays.
We don't know how it happened. I don't know.
yeah. I just no more time. Even this podcast, I could have texted you and gone podcast ? And you go yes, and then whatever happened, it happened.
But he might have been like, no, I had a feeling I had to go to Arby's.
Yeah.
So I
then
can't
it
do the
doesn't happen.
podcast.
Then it doesn't happen.
And it's like, I've been recording for 3 hours. Where are you?
You've been recording for what?
yeah.
I'm sorry, that didn't make any sense.
That's the attitude. Matt's on board already.
I'm not on board. I just get it.
Matt already likes it. Matt already is in love with the idea.
Getting hard. I don't know why I said that.
Nice.
Matt.
Sorry, that was weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Getting rid of time.
No more time.
And is this child friendly? Sure.
Never mind.
What?
I was just gonna, like child. It's like, when would you be like, you're an adult?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can smoke now.
Well, I feel like you're ready for war. We're going to go ahead and draft you now because who knows how old you are.
It's just one guy who
Yeah,
decides,
yeah.
you're ready for war. No more time.
Bosses are like, I'm gonna pay you for the, just this much.
Yeah.
Seems like you were here that long.
I feel like you're owed this much money today.
Yeah, everything would be a lot of like sussing out the situation.
Yeah.
Every situation would be like, all right, I think this is what's going on.
NASA's like, here's how we're gonna get to the moon. We're gonna just fucking launch. We're gonna hopefully hit the moon the right
They
way.
can't tell that the astronauts don't know when. They're just waiting for like days in the rocket ship, and then they go now, and then they get launched.
That would be so scary.
Right?
We are out of fuel.
It's like, I'm sorry I'm here
Yes, we
when
are.
I'm here. The trains were running.
Oh, no more time.
Gosh. Okay.
I'm so proud of that one.
It's a good idea.
I honestly
Thanks.
liked freezer bags better.
What's weird
I
is
knew
that
you would. I knew you'd like freezer bags better.
that one was somehow more convoluted, the freezer bags.
Oh yeah, that was a convoluted one.
It led to more debate. Oh, that was?
Yeah,
Oh, got
no,
you.
freezer
got
bags
you.
was the standard one.
Okay, I got this one, and then we'll wrap up. Do you have any problems? I don't have any
Just
problems.
my
this week.
attitude on the podcast today, but besides that,
We had your problem of the embarrassment one. We could go over.
yeah, let's do that.
Okay, but before that, I'll do one more invention.
Yeah, could you, hey Leland, could you unpack multiple bags that have different letters and numbers on them, and then use directions to assemble said parts to make a nice table, and then send that table my way, and on top of that table is the invention that you're about to tell me.
Oh, real IKEA invention. Okay.
Yeah.
This is you know how they have mosquito nets for beds
And for beer cans.
and for beer cans? This is a full body mosquito net that you can walk around with.
Uh-huh.
So it's like a hat that comes up a little bit and then has the mosquito net come down over your body.
Like a wedding dress.
Like a wedding dress.
Yeah.
And you got to walk around or like a ghillie suit.
Yeah.
And no mosquitoes can get to you.
They had those for the head. I know people will
For
throw
like
those.
bees and whatnot.
And for mosquitoes.
Oh,
I got a
really?
buddy. He called me for a ride once. He was like, "Hey, can you pick me up on a 517? That's a highway." I'm like, He's like, "Yeah, it's near the mountain." I was just hiking. I pick him up and he's wearing like a fucking Power Ranger outfit.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah. Totally.
What does that have to do with mosquito nets?
Because he was like, "There's a lot of mosquitoes."
No,
so
I know. I'm just saying. Like, it'd be funny if he had a Power Ranger outfit.
I
He
pick him
was
up,
the blue
he
one.
was bloody all over and
Yeah.
pissed on himself.
Yeah.
Crazy. Wow. I like that
So full
invention.
mosquito net. I also had a gimp suit
Ooh.
for just mosquitoes.
Oh, one time my buddy needed a ride.
I've just been hiking.
Wait, what's your gimp suit? 4 mosquitoes?
Oh yeah, just a full leather suit to keep mosquitoes from biting you. Maybe here's one.
Yeah.
Maybe a suit that has like a inch or a half inch of flesh all around your body. And so the mosquitoes will drink from that, but not actually get you.
Oh, what are they drinking?
Anti-mosquito poison.
Repellent, yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Anti-mosquito
You would look
poison.
insane walking around with that, though.
You'd just be a little bit chunkier. Because it would look like your skin.
No, but it would pop out like at the eyes. Pop out a little
It would
bit.
be like a badly made fat suit.
Yeah.
And you'd have to be fully naked in this suit, and it's full body, extra layer.
How do you get it on and off?
A lot of lubricant.
All this just to not get bitten by mosquitoes?
I hate it. I hate it so much to get
Getting
bit by a
bit?
mosquito.
Buddy, it's winter. Are you getting bit?
Not anymore, but
Okay.
when I was, the fall is like the season for them.
Yeah.
When it's like, because it's just two days of like agony after you
Yeah.
get bit.
It is. I always think, where has this mosquito been?
Mm.
What has it put on my skin? That's always my thought. What dog poop has this been on, or
Malaria-ridden.
malaria-ridden
Human.
human?
Yeah.
Well, that's always my thought after you have it.
Well, worry no more.
Yeah.
Leland's got you covered.
I got you covered. Okay. Should we close with that one?
Yeah,
problem to
getting
fix?
what was it? Getting embarrassed?
Yeah. So you get embarrassed, and people laugh at you.
Family, yeah,
And
yeah.
that makes
well,
it
this is a great
upsetting.
Thanksgiving invention or Thanksgiving problem: being embarrassed in front of your family, because that's who can get you. They know your buttons, you know.
Maybe like a record of you being a war hero. So when they laugh at you, you're just like, oh, I hope you're happy you're laughing at a war hero right now.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
make them feel bad, you know?
Or
and they're
like-
like, you're 3.
Yeah.
You're only 10, and you just fell down on your skateboard.
You know, there's like war medals that you could have for accomplishing things in battle. There could be that, but it's just for doing like daily good deeds.
Oh,
like they
sure.
laugh at you and you're like, I helped an old woman cross the street today.
That's always the example, isn't it?
It's always the example. What's more pure than that? You
Yeah.
know, helping an old woman cross the street. I guess another way you could help people is holding the door, but some people like scoff at you. if you
Rescued a
hold the door.
cat from a tree.
That's a good one. That's always a fireman thing. When in reality, I've never seen a fireman.
They don't do
that.
that.
They don't
No,
do that,
not
right?
at
A
all.
lot of fires around here, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe in like a small town,
If
they're
you
like,
want
"Wow,
them to
there's no
rescue
fire."
the cat from the tree, you got to set that tree on fire.
The fireman tells you, he's like, we're not coming unless you set it on fire.
Yeah.
The cat had no problem being up there till then.
Yeah.
It's like, no, the window's right there.
Please, my husband has had a heart attack. Is your house on fire? Because we're not coming unless there's flames, baby.
Oh, the fire department do the heart attack.
Yeah, all right, fine. You start pouring your husband in gasoline. Rick, I want to save you. Rick was the husband.
What if Rick was also the other husband, you know?
Could
Buddy,
be.
that's why we work well
Progressive.
together. Progressive. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Medals to show what you've done. What if your family's like, this fucking medal, and starts laughing?
Oh yeah,
at
that'd be the
medals?
dorkiest thing about you.
Yeah, true.
Okay, I got another one too, Charlie.
Yeah, what's up, Leland?
And this goes with my theme. We haven't had one of these in a while.
Ooh.
A fake limb.
Yeah! Yes!
So you know in like football games when you see the like quarterback or someone twist their leg and it's like twisted in the wrong way and you're just like, oh god, you're not laughing at him. So I'm thinking specifically for your instance of you healing into the window.
Yeah.
What if that happened and your family's all laughing at you, but then you pull out your fake limb that's twisted in the wrong way and they're like, oh my god, Charlie, are you seriously hurt?
Oh my god, his third ankle.
Well, no,
his third ankle is
wrong.
destroyed.
That gets hidden because you also have like a little bit of carpet that matches the hotel carpet that covers that and hides it. So your real foot is disguised, but then your decoy foot is broken in many places.
And what do I tell my family when I'm packing all this for my trip? What do I... Charlie, are you sure you need that fake carpet? No, I do. I'm bringing my Heelys. I do need this.
I just don't want to be laughed at. So they'll see it and be like, oh my god, he's really hurt. We shouldn't laugh at him right now.
Sure. And then what happens immediately after? How do I get out of that situation?
Smoke bombs.
Smoke bombs.
And then you're healed.
No one's making fun of a guy with smoke bombs.
No, definitely not.
I would have to bring a fake limb, a carpet from a place I've never been before, and smoke bombs on an airplane internationally.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you're bringing Heelys, so might as well bring the rest.
Remember, the Heelys can hide things. Smoke bombs.
Yeah.
I love it. It's
Now
all
I'll eat.
in the Heelys.
Maybe James Bond Heelys. All right, we're going too far.
There can only be so much sex appeal at once.
Yeah.
All right.
Matt, thanks
That's
for
it.
joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Wait, try that one again.
What?
Matt.
The episode?
Thanks for joining. Yeah.
You want to do the episode?
We have one more segment,
Oh, God.
and then we do plugs.
That sounds like 2 more segments to me.
You always think it's 2 segments? I never consider plugs this because plugs aren't fun. Nobody likes doing plugs.
I love telling them my Instagram.
Yeah, because it changes every week. Matt, this segment was invented by our third co-host that is no longer with us. She's still alive, but not on the pod anymore. She's dead to us.
What was her
man.
name when she was here?
I think Catherine Athabas?
Yeah, Catherine Athawas. Who? This sounds a lot like Be With Us.
Yeah.
Athawas.
So this segment is you have to give each one of us a sincere compliment, knowing you will not receive one in return.
Okay.
Now, a couple caveats. My compliment cannot be apartment-based,
Fair.
and Charlie's compliment has to be a good one.
Okay.
It can't be backhanded.
Right.
He got it.
Yeah.
Don't tell him the second.
I do love this segment because I just met you moments ago. So you
Yeah.
have to sincerely compliment me based on the last 50 minutes.
Right. I would say, can I start?
Yeah, you can go now.
I would say, I'll start with you
Okay.
because as we established, this is the most like, whatever I say, whatever.
Yeah.
But you've made it very warm to be on the podcast with you. Very easy. You asked me questions at the right time. You included me.
Oh, nice.
And so I can feel a warm presence from you.
Great.
So, and maybe I'm wrong, and maybe you're a piece of shit. I don't know you. Really, I don't. So, to anybody watching that knows he's a piece of shit, I didn't when I
They
gave him
know.
that genuine compliment a second ago. And that's it for the Leland compliment.
That's it. You said it.
Yep, you
I
said
can't
those
say
words.
thank you because that's technically a compliment back to you. And
Yeah.
you're not allowed to get one.
I heard him say those words.
I heard him say those words.
I'm going to do Charlie now.
Okay. Perfect.
Charlie, you're a genuinely good friend. Some of the shows I've done with you when you went to Wilmington were some of the most fun I've had. It's always a good time getting a drink with you, and you gave me some good advice about moving to New York before I moved here, and I appreciate that. And it's just been a pleasure to be on here with you guys.
Wow.
And please say something nice to me. I need it.
Can we end
We
the
can't.
segment?
Yeah, the segment is now over.
Matt, thank you. That's
Thank you so much.
sweet.
Oh, that was pretty
my
nice.
God.
Had a great time with you on today, Matt. Hope you had fun too.
I'm really glad
Welcome
that we break the no being nice to Matt until the end.
It's hard. It's the
It is
tension
very tough.
builds because someone's
is
being
tough.
so nice and we're
Yeah.
just like, oh yeah, sure.
And we forced them to do it. Too.
Yeah.
You're not gonna lie, I wish I had an invention to get out of that segment.
Oh, sure. Matt, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at my full name, Matthew Coghlan. Coghlan is spelled Coghlan, and they just edited it in right here how you spell it.
Yep.
Yep, we did.
And
Just wrong, though.
Yeah.
One letter off.
yeah, and you can also find me just walking around.
Matt's in
like
New
Queens.
York now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to New York.
Thank you. It's good to be
Book
here.
him on your shows. He's really fucking
Walking
funny.
around.
Thanks for having me here in New York.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Absolutely.
I don't speak for anyone, but yeah, I'm happy to. I'm glad you're here. Hey, book Matt Coghlan.
Yeah. And
That would
I'm
be nice.
at Leland Comedy on all social media.
And me, little old Charlie. This week, I'm at Charlie V Dawson on Instagram. Follow me on there. Follow the Idiots Catalog on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok at Idiots Catalog. Send us a goddamned email at theidiotscatalog@gmail.com. Send us some.
Yeah, send us the goddamned email.
Make sure it's damned by God.
Subject line, pentagram. Title, 666.
Is God going through a phase?
Send us some inventions. Compliment us. You're not
Please.
going to get one in return.
You will not.
Follow us on YouTube. We post the episodes visually. You can see what we look like. You'll be shocked at what Matt looks like.
I know
Yeah.
I am.
Every morning he texts me, still? And as we say, did I get all of them? I got all of them, right? You
Yeah, you did it.
And as we say,
To end every episode.
Whoa.
Wonderful
Time isn't real.
real. Whoa, wonderful time isn't real.
I think that's the
Thank you.
loosest one we've ever done. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks for listening.